James, thanks for being here with us. I wanted to talk to you about the Quintet for Clarinet and Strings you wrote that's on our new Grammy-nominated album with the Pacifica Quartet called American Stories. How did you come up with the idea for the piece?
It really was inspired by these paintings that I saw that are housed in the British Museum here in London. And it's interesting because they are paintings of American Indians, but today many of them would be called African Americans. So I wanted to explore that in the music.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
One of the movements that I wanted you to talk about is called Alas, My Identity. Mm-hmm. That's a really kind of thoughtful, sensitive, beautiful one. That kind of tell us a little bit about what you think.
Sure. I have, I wrote these staggered entrances in the strings where they sustain this chord, and it's very modal.
Yeah.
And once the clarinet enters, it enters in almost like a lamentation.
Yeah.
And then typically I use these grace note motivic figures. So it's like da-da-dum, da-da-dum, this kind of two-note slur after the grace note, this kind of lamentation, this expression where I consider the clarinet really as an extension of the human voice.
Yeah.
And the idea of identity, there's so many things, or so many names have been given to African Americans I found interesting, because every time I interview many African Americans in the United States and I ask them, do they have indigenous or American Indian ancestry, many of them tell me yes, but 99% is always yes. I know I do too. So I wanted to play with that in the music itself, because there are certain narratives. There's kind of a narrative that always goes back to Africa, and then there's a narrative I've been hearing that there's a debate about being from the land itself. So that kind of alas, or this kind of concern about who am I really, where do I come from, I want to express that in the music.
Yeah, that's beautiful. So James, thanks so much for being here. Myself and the Pacifica Quartet, thank you for this piece, and many generations of clarinetists and quartets will thank you for this wonderful piece you wrote for us.
Oh, thank you. It's been an honor to hear you play it and to hear the Pacifica Quartet, the love that you all have given me and the music, and your genuine interest in my artistry as a composer. I really appreciate that. So I'm looking forward to more collaborations.
Me too. Thank you.